Okay, so I'm going to briefly talk about dotted half notes and dotted quarter notes. Remember the rule is that if you add a dot to the note on the side of the note, it's going to add half of the value of the note to the note. In other words, a half note gets two counts. If you put a dot by the half note, you're going to add half of the value of that note. So we know it's two beats. Half of two is one. So that's why it's for three counts. You hold that note out for three counts, okay? A dotted quarter note can confuse students because if you have a quarter note is one beat and you're adding half of the value, well, you're basically adding a half. So that value for a dotted quarter note is 1.5, okay? And basically, if my hand was my foot tapping, a quarter note gets a downbeat and an upbeat. Da, okay? And then you would move on, okay? If you're adding a half a beat, you're gonna go and it's gonna be three, it's like having three eighth notes. One and two, one and two, and then you move on, okay? So if you open up to page 40 in your book, on the top of the page, which is number 1, there's an exercise that includes both dotted half notes and dotted quarter notes. So why don't we just run through that really quick, okay? Why don't we clap this together? If you don't have your instrument, it might be good to pause and go get your instrument because we could play through this as well, okay? And you definitely need your book, so if you don't have it, go get it. Okay, so let's just clap through this and count, and then we'll play this, okay? So the first measure, you've got that dotted half note. Okay, that's going to go for 3. Here we go. Let's try this, clapping this. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, that was the rhythm of that one. So why don't we play it through one time? Okay, and then you can either listen to it, you can rewind the video and listen to it, and just look along the first time and see how the rhythm is played, and then play it on your instrument. Okay, all right. Again, sitting up, good posture, trying to work on your tone at the same time. Here we go. Let's play through number 1, page 40. These are dotted half notes and dotted quarter notes. Here we go. 1, concert B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you're playing through something like this, whether you're doing it by yourself or in the band, you always want to be able to internalize the tempo. Feel where the beat is. Don't just sit there real stiff. You should be tapping your foot, or I even allow my students to move a little bit. You need to feel where the beat is while you're playing. Don't guess. If you're just standing there, you're not sure, and you're not really feeling it, you're going to have a hard time playing it and playing it correctly. So really internalize the beat. Okay, when your band director starts to count you off and you're playing something like this, whether it's a song or rhythm studies, you want to feel where that beat is going to start and keep that feeling all the way through the song so that you can it will help in your counting and playing the rhythms. Okay, hope that helps.